winter 2016 anime begins, and I know a lot of you guys were skeptical at first since there wasn't too much coming out this season. You're like, what's really going to be here to catch my interest? You know, grab the eye's attention. I gotta say, ironically, it is Myriad's Colors Phantom World, which was the one that I was actually only just, you know what, I'm going to check it out anyway, because of the title name and honestly the character designs. I was like, you know what, I'm going to check it out, see if it's going to be worth anything, see something to talk about. And you know what, I had enough fun with the first episode, so I decided to give you my thoughts on this one. So basically, a decade ago, like some sort of virus spread out in the world, and it caused like human beings to start seeing, like, you know, from fact and fictions, they started to manage to see yokais, ghosts in the world, and they pretty much fact and fiction intertwined with one another, and we pretty much then got a myriad of like phantasms entering the world, and then that's when you kick in to that sick ass techno opening that they did. Holy shit, this is one of the best things about this show, and I gotta say, I absolutely adore this opening. I think it's like called Naked Drive-By Screen Mode, and I gotta say, for like this whole series, like Musaigen no Phantom World, this opening really caught me straight away because it's so hype, it's so technical, it's showing off the characters very well, and even as well when we got to see like the main characters and everything from it, because like it's an action supernatural with a bit of ecchi into it. It's like our main character, like Ichijo Haruhiko and Kawakami Mai, it's like they seem to be like on a sort of group in school that takes care of these monsters, like these phantoms, which we did see that, you know, we saw Kawakami, she seems to be the more brute force of the group, like she's there like punching them with her fist and all that, and although the way she activates her power is a little bit weird, rubbing them jugs to activate the powers, I'm like, okay, that's kind of not needed, but okay, I can definitely see, you know, that's really edginess, and it was kind of a bit weird. And honestly, one thing that, like, it really did live up to the show, and I was really liking that, the way that it was using its animation, the way it was, like, spreading out its color and everything. I was like, okay, the show's name isn't just the, like, just the show, just to, like, add it all big. It's actually using its color palette, and it's using its animation very well, and that's something I don't mention very much in shows, but that was one thing that caught me attention on the show, and I was really expecting not too much to go into it, which I thought it was just going to be like, oh, run-of-mill, you know, just one of those little edgy action series that's going to be ignored like for the season. And you know what, it probably will be, but I think for like the first episode, what it introduced, and it was showing us about the world and what they do. Sometimes you have to beat them up with like brute force. Like not all phantoms are like bad. Like you saw that little girl that they had, like that little weird little moth angel things that kind of really reminded me from Puck from Berserk, but a lot more like happy and stuff. Like had to go, like it kind of felt like the comic relief character there. Like she was kind of entertaining. I did like that, and from what we saw with like the main guy Haruhiko, like his whole thing is like he draws the phantasms and traps them in there, while like Kakai Mai is like the one that kind of like beats them up with like raw force and kind of seal them. Not to mention as well, we did see like the other girl as well, Lena, who was really like her weird powers, like she was a phantom eater, which she like absorbs real like a big mouth, and I kind of like there was that one joke in the whole episode where it's like, oh, if this was like a whole, you know, like a romance comedy and all that, I'd fall like grab her boob, and he just pulls his hand like that, fucks up, goes all the way, and then the little fairy kicks him, and Lay lands right on the pound, and he's like, well, you just ended it anyway in the same situation. And just like how like the episode ended by them having a fucking limbo, and then it was like, oh, I was thinking that at the start, saying, well, shouldn't the main character win this, because like the whole thing with Kawakari, like it seems like a joke, oh, her like rack is huge small, and the other character like Ren is like, oh, she's got a small rack, and then it's her, it's like, oh, she's fucked, it's your last one, and it's just like the most stupidest thing, but it's like, why is this so animated well? It's like she's there literally building up momentum with her tits and just like going down under the rail. I'm like, what the fuck? It's such a weird show, and I'm like, was that even needed? And it was just there, like, okay, but overall I had a lot of fun with the episode, and so far from what I've seen of the characters, like none of the personalities there, like, I want to go, oh my god, there's just so no typical, like, anime tropes and all that. Like, there's some anime tropes in there, and I definitely enjoyed from what I saw of the first episode, and I think it's definitely earned itself to earn, like, a episode to watch. Whether or not I review the second episode is entirely up to, like, if it really holds up, but I think this one held up for a first impressions of the show. It did really well, and I think, honestly, I'd give it like a near 7.5 out of 10 to even nearly 8 out of even say. I thought it was a very well, funny, educated episode about learning about the world. All we needed to do, have some fun, like get used to the characters, have some, like, you know, hijinks in the meantime as well, and finding out the world, and some really great action. I thought the fight that we had with the Phantom at the start of the episode was really fantastic and very well done, and I can't wait to see if, like, they're going to build up to this, like, later on, if we're going to get some sort of villains throughout the series. series or stuff like that. I want to see what they're obviously going to be doing, or if it's going to be focused on like, you know, a harem kind of situation. I honestly have no idea where this series is going to go with it, and it could go either way. I hope it goes into something a little bit more interesting, but we can only wait and see. And I honestly thought this was a good start so far for one in 2016, and I'm looking forward to the other anime that's coming out as well. But let me know what you guys think of Phantom World. Did you think it was anything interesting? Do you think it was just run of the mill, just like want to get over and done with? Let me know what you guys think of Myriad Colors Phantom World, but I thought it was pretty good, and I hope you guys did too. I'll see you guys though next time.